Hello? Is anyone here? Hello?
Oh, hello, young man. May I help you?
I hope you can help me. My name is Seeker, and I'm searching for a life. I was told that I might find something here.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Seeker. You've come to the right place. This is the Lifestyle Shop, where people from all over the world come here to try on different lives.
Okay.
You mind if I show you around?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, if you follow me this way, we'll start over here. Now this part of my shop is called Broadway.
Broadway.
It's by far the most popular section. If all you're looking for is a good time, this is the place to get it.
It looks pretty cool.
Well, yeah. We have to make it extra wide in order to accommodate all of the people who buy here.
What's this? What's this right here?
This I built with my own two hands, son. This is called self-shelf, where all you think about is no one but you.
Love yourself. That doesn't sound very noble.
Noble would have to be found elsewhere.
What's this over here?
That is called the idol of indulgence.
Idol of indulgence. Okay.
It's pretty cool. Careful, that's poison. If you can read.
Yeah, it says right there. Eat, drink, and be merry. Is that all there is to this place?
Pretty much.
It seems like I ought to be worth more than that.
Federal Parcel Service, delivery for the Lifestyle Shop.
Did you hear something? My ears are... Oh, it's my buddy Jason. Hello, Jason.
Hi.
What can I do for you today?
Let's see. I think I've got all Striveway stuff today.
It's a big knife.
Let's see over here. We've got political issues, liberal, conservative, feminist. Let's see. Right here I've got philanthropy, athletic accomplishments. To get it out of the box.
Wow.
Let's see, we've got ending poverty, saving the environment. Oh, we even had world peace. That's very important. You know, that's
Yeah.
Very important. Let's see if you can trim that.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, he's new.
oh, okay.
Sign here, please, sir.
Sure. Okay, thank you, Jason.
Thank you very much.
Good kid, good kid. Needs a little work, though.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
How are the people that buy at Striveway different from the rest of the Broadway crowd?
That's a good question. They're more focused, and I think they do better quality work. But by focusing on one area, they often miss the bigger picture, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes their definitions of success come at a very heavy price.
Look, I've only got one life. Do you have anything else in this shop?
Well, everything that you see is all I have. I got this that just came in. I could look around for you. I mean, nope.
Mr. Shopkeeper?
Yes.
What's this?
Yes. That is Narrow Way. That's the least traveled part of my shop.
The way is narrow that leads to life. How come there's not a lot of people that shop here?
Well, as you can see, it is quite narrow, obviously, and not very attractive on the outside. There's no fancy displays, there's no bright coloring, and it's by far the most difficult section of my shop. Sometimes people browse here out of curiosity, and then they head elsewhere. But the few people who buy here develop a quality about them that I just don't see anywhere else.
What kind of quality?
It's a little hard to put your finger on. You'd never understand why, but the people who buy from Narrowway seem to have a lot more fun than the rest of the Broadway crowd. The simplest things in life bring them joy, and yet they don't become addicted to them like these people. They look at life a lot differently than the rest of the people who buy from my shop. It's that book right over there. I think it's the Bible they call it, that they regard so highly, that keeps everything into balance and perspective for them.
That doesn't sound so difficult.
Oh, but it is. You see, these people are constantly going uphill and always against the grain of popular culture. They choose virtue over vanity, discipline over indulgence, and honesty over personal gain. And I've noticed that they're not well liked by the people who buy elsewhere.
Excuse me? How much is this book?
The bad stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You want to buy the bad stuff?
Yes, I do.
You don't seem like a bad person. Can you hold this, please? Bad stuff. What was your question, sorry?
How much is it?
Oh, sorry, my mind is... This will cost you, if you just look on the prices right there, if you just turn the book around.
Sorry, my glasses aren't very clear.
Wow, okay, it'll cost you $100, your reputation, and at least 2 years of wasted time and potential.
Oh, well, alright. Ooh, $100. Here you go.
100, wow. You have that much money?
Yeah. Got from my brother's room,
From your brother's room, wow.
Yeah, it's like around.
That must be a very nice brother you got there. Must be very handsome too, wow, okay. All right, $100. All right, would you like a receipt?
No, thanks.
Good, because I don't have receipts. Here you go, bad stuff for you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
So you're saying that Narrowway costs the most?
Look at it this way. It'll cost you anywhere you buy. You pay the least for Broadway up front, then the price goes up steeply towards the end. You pay a little bit more for Striveway, and there's normally a period of good times in the middle. I mean, look at all the money. There's Facebook, YouTube, the like button, and then the price goes up steeply. This last section has to be thought of as an investment. It costs by far the most up front, but it pays increasing dividends down the road. Yeah, and if you ask anyone who's bought from here, they tell you that the dividends never stop.
Well, when you put it that way, it seems like I'd be a fool to buy anywhere else.
Oh, well, that's up to you, Seeker. I'm just the shopkeeper here.
All right. How much will it cost me to buy here?
Narrowway, it'll cost you everything you've got, now and for the rest of your life.
I was afraid you might say something like that. Tell you what, could I go on as an observer to each of these sections before making my decision? I'd like to start with Broadway.
You'd like to window shop?
Yeah.
Well, of course. We've had people do that in the past. I can wait. You see, sooner or later, everyone buys from the Lifestyle Shop.
Is anyone here? Hello?
Oh, hey. My name's Runaway. What's yours?
My name is Seeker. What are you exactly running away from?
Just a prison that, I don't know, some people call home. I'm on a quest, looking for the good times.
What do you mean by the good times?
I mean good times. Fun, excitement, adventure, anything. But the dull, boring life in that dull, boring prison with my dull, boring parents. Don't you ever dream of excitement, romance, adventure? Wouldn't you love to run away and shock the world you left? I can hear adventure calling my name. It's whispering, follow me. I can hear the song of excitement, and the melody lingers, and my heart is seduced. Don't you ever dream of delightful temptations? Wouldn't you love to finally be the one that everyone looks on with envy? I can hear adventure calling my name. It's whispering, follow me. I can hear the song of excitement, and the melody lingers, and my heart is seduced. I'll never go back to that life so dull.
Why didn't you go back?
I'll never go back to that prison. I was made for so much more. I can hear adventure calling my name. It's whispering, follow me. I can hear the song of excitement, and the melody lingers, and my heart is seduced, calling my name. It's whispering, follow me. I can hear the song of excitement, and the melody lingers, and my heart is seduced.
Hello, Pidgeys. I'm so sorry I'm late today.
Hey, watch me charm that grandpa out of some cash. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I'm stranded in this town. It's a long and very sad story, but could I maybe borrow a few extra dollars? No.
What? I'm sorry, I don't have any money. Are you hungry? I have half a donut in this bag. You can have it. It's a little stale, but I hope you won't mind.
Thanks.
I come here every day to feed these pigeons, and they're always here. They're always here, waiting for me.
Oh, you live around here?
Yeah, most of the time.
Do you know of any place, I don't know, maybe someone could stay without money?
Yeah, there's a rescue mission just a couple of blocks from here. I think they'll be able to put you up for a good night. Aren't you too young to be out here on your own?
I can handle this. Well, actually, I ran away from home. Oh, well, my parents just don't understand me. All they want to do is boss me around. They have to meet all my boyfriends. They have to see my schoolwork. I have to be home at a certain time. I don't get it. Why can't they just trust me? They treat me like I'm some sort of child.
Sounds to me like they love you.
Love me? Then why would they even treat me like that?
Maybe they know something you don't.
Well, I'm never going back.
Well, let me tell you right now, kid. This world, it's a tough place to live.
You can show me how to make it.
Well, I thought you said you can handle it.
Well, I can. I just, need a little coaching is all.
Coaching? Let me tell you something, kid. Some advice. Just go home.
Go home. I can't go home. That would be humiliating. And then my parents will mess up my life even more.
Sorry, Pidgeys. That's all I have today. I guess I'll just have to come back tomorrow. Okay. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been a parent of a teenager?
No,
But your parents, they've been teenagers, right?
I suppose.
So that means your parents know about being a teenager, but you don't know about being a parent.
Well, teenagers are so different now.
No, yeah, you're right. They don't need food. They don't need any clothes or any rules or school or any of those. They don't need that anymore, right?
Well, I'm not going to treat my kids around like my parents are treating me.
Of course not. You're just gonna let them run free and then get themselves killed on the freeway.
I would never do that. Do you really think I should go home?
I wish I had a home to go to.
I thought you said you lived around here.
Yeah, I do. In the bushes, in abandoned buildings, and sometimes I stay at the rescue mission, whatever I can find.
How do you eat?
Well, there's churches and soup kitchens that feed the homeless, and sometimes I scrounge dumpsters. But the best part about that is when I find cans and bottles, I sell that for money, and then I buy food. It's not much of a life, but are you sure you want this? Welcome to this life. Is this what you wanted? Empty belly, empty heart. This is life on the streets. Welcome to this life. Is this the glamour you dreamed of? Your only friends are the pigeons. This is life on the streets. Let me tell you, it's not as grand as it seems. For this life can be cold, and this world can be mean. I'm always searching for my fill of food and love. Welcome to this life, the only thing that you're full of, humiliation and lies. This is life on the streets. Welcome to this life. The only stares that you'll get here are full of pity and disgust. This is life on the streets. Let me tell you, it's not as grand as it seems. For this life can be cold, and this world can be mean. I'm always searching for my fill of food and love. Let me tell you, it's not as grand as it seems. For this life can be cold, and this world can be mean. I'm always searching for my fill of food and love.
How am I ever going to face my parents again after this?
I'd rather face them than a world I wasn't ready for. Come on, I'll take you to the rescue mission. I think they'll be able to let you call your parents from there.
You're gonna take her to the rescue mission? Seriously, dude? The rescue mission? That place is for decrepit old people like you, not for quality people like yourself.
Who are you?
Dregs is the name. Adventure is the game.
Where have you been all my life?
No, wait, honey, I know this
Hey,
man.
buzz off, Grandpa.
You heard her. Buzz off, Grandpa. Run on to your little rescue mission. See ya.
So, when do we get started?
Why wait? That's what I always say. Here. Have a little Corinthian candy to sort of loosen things up. Trust me, it's good for you. It has an acquired taste. Come on, here, have some more. You can take it.
Oh,
What's the matter? You can't take it? You're done already?
no, I can handle this.
Fine.
Give me another.
If you say so. Like I told you, it has an acquired taste. Come on, follow me. What are you looking at, kid?
Where are you taking her?
Just where she wants to go. You want to come along?
Nah, I think I'll pass.
Suit yourself.
Oh, whoa. Oh, hey, what's up? Whoa.
Wait, who are you?
Me? I'm scot-free, and I do what I want.
Scot-free.
Let me tell you a little bit about myself. Whoa. I'm a guy that does pretty much what he pleases. Whoa. I only do things that have no cost, 'cause after all, gain seems cheaper than loss. If you wanna know my secret, it's really rather simple. I do what I want and I never think twice. I eat, drink, and breathe freedom. In fact, they define the word after me. My first name is Scott, my last name is Free. Guess what that makes me? Scot-free. Well, let me take the time to say I'm feeling fine. Whoa. Yes, it's true, I did some things you wouldn't like. Whoa. But that's what's great about my lifestyle. I have no cares, neither will you in a while. Well, if you wanna know my secret, it's really rather simple. I do what I want and I never think twice. I eat, drink, and breathe freedom. In fact, they define the word after me. My first name is Scott, my last name is Free. Guess what that makes me? Scot-free. It's a good life. Can I have your attention, ladies and gentlemen? Whoa. Don't you ever let anyone boss you around. Whoa. And if they ask you where you heard that from, go on ahead, refer them back to me. If you wanna know my secret, it's really rather simple. I do what I want and I never think twice. I eat, drink, and breathe freedom. In fact, they define the word after me. My first name is Scott, my last name is Free. Guess what that makes me?
Scot-free?
There we go, don't forget it.
Why would you drink poison?
Why else? Because it tastes good. Nothing's gonna happen to me.
Hello, Mrs. Godfrey. How may I help you?
Doc, I'm not feeling well. I have this weird pain throughout my body. I don't know why.
Well, if pain's your problem, you need some painkillers. Where did I put it? Oh, yes. Here you go.
Whoa! 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 Huh? How much?
Those are $50, please.
$50 for these? There's not even like 5 in here.
Hey, do you want to feel better or not?
$50.
Thank you. Is it real?
I don't know, you tell me.
Okay. One more thing. How long have you been drinking like that?
Doc, I am not gonna give up my drinking. Ever.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of taking away your drinking, but you really ought to consider sterilized containers so you can safely drink from your poison.
Let me guess, another $50 for those.
Oh, no. There's a government agency right here in town that gives them out for free. It's all part of a safe poison drinking program.
Free, huh?
Free.
Just like me.
Just like
Guess I'm gonna have to go check it out.
you. You go do that. Hey! Sterilized containers.
Sterilized containers.
Hey, I'm back and better than ever. So, how about it, my dude? Ready now for some fun, some excitement, some adventure? Come on, let's go.
Wait,
Come on.
where's Runaway?
Old news, man. Time to move on. Time is ticking.
Old news? I thought she was a human being. Where is she?
How should I know? I'm not responsible for her. It's just you and me now.
No, it's just you and just me.
Suit yourself. Why'd you come to Broadway in the first place if you weren't looking for a good time?
That's a good question. Runaway? I was wondering where you were. Where have you been? Runaway? What? I've been looking for you. Why did you go with that?
Oh yes, Runaway. Your results are back. Your test is positive.
Positive?
Positive. I'm positive it's positive.
Woo! What am I supposed to do now?
You do the only sensible thing. Do you have any money?
No.
No. Well, I can get the government to pay for it. It just takes longer that way, you know what I mean? But it's still okay.
No one ever told me this was gonna happen.
Well, you didn't take the proper precautions, and one thing leads to another. But it's still okay. I can take care of your problems for you.
But is it okay? I mean, to take care of my problem?
Of course it's okay to take care of your problems. It's your right to choose. Young child, I've seen a look of fear before. You messed up and now your heart lies broken on the floor. So come with me, I have a solution for all of your problems. Doesn't matter if you're wrong or right, it only matters if you can fight your own fight. The solution will be easy, there's not much at stake. So come live your life, live it up for goodness sake.
My hands are covered with blood. And no matter what I do for the rest of my life, nothing will ever undo that.
Come with me, Runaway, and let's leave this place.
No. You go, Seeker. It's too late for me now. All I want to do now is just die.
There's a better life somewhere else. Come with me and let's find it together.
No! You go. Just leave me before it's too late for you. I was searching for a life so beautiful, and all I found was a life full of death and despair. I can't go back to that life I used to lead. I can't go forward towards a life absent of hope. And I am left alone in my fears. And I am drowning in my tears. And you can say there's a life worth living for, but my soul has died with my hope. My bleeding heart won't last, it can't take the pain. My strength is fading fast, please don't leave me here to die. I can't go back to that life I used to lead. I can't go forward towards a life absent of hope. And I am left alone with my fears. And I am drowning in my tears. And you can say there's a life worth living for, but my soul has died with my hope. And I am left alone with my fears. And I am drowning in my tears. And you can say
well, searcher, or smacker, or soccer.
Seeker.
Oh, seeker, sorry. Seeker, what did you discover about Broadway?
I learned that the consequences are just too great to justify the pleasure.
Yeah, that's true. Broadway does have that effect. The loss of innocence, or the loss of conscience, or even both. The loss of time, potential, and ultimately, the loss of hope.
Yeah. I saw all that when I was in there. And I don't know. But maybe, no, I still have hope. And I might have gained something from the experience too. If I do find a better life, it will still seem better from the contrast.
Perhaps. So where would you like to go next?
How about Striveway?
Striveway. All right, Seeker. Good luck to you.
Hello? Is anyone here? Hello?
Hey, babe, let's take a selfie right here, right now. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, cheese. There we go. Gotta post that on Instagram. Hashtag relationship goals. Hashtag stud. Hashtag mine. Post it. There we go. Wow, I didn't notice how beautiful and peaceful it is around here.
Beauty all around us, but especially next to me.
Oh, you're so cute.
You know, Misty, I'm doing really well with Energy Unlimited.
Wow.
I'm making a good salary.
Money.
And my boss says that there's no limit to my potential. And he wants to use me for public relations speeches.
That's great.
But you see, Misty, all that will be meaningless unless I can spend my life with someone special, someone like you.
Harrison, are you asking me what I think you're asking me?
I'll make it good for us. We'll have a beautiful home, nice cars.
Fine clothes, fancy furs, and jewelry.
Misty Greentree. Will you marry me?
Yes, definitely, totally, yes. I knew that life would be perfect once I found you.
I can't believe she said yes tonight. I know she loves me.
I know he loves me.
I know she loves me. And I don't want this moment to end.
And who can describe it? It's like this feeling of passion in my soul. And who can understand? Finally I know who I am. And in this world of my freedom, I was so lonely than ever before. What can go wrong if you're with me? Right by my side and on my mind. And in this love of my freedom, I was
even
so
harder
lonely
than
than ever before. What can go wrong if you're with me? Right by my side and on my mind. And who can describe it? It's like this feeling of passion and in my soul. And who can understand? Finally I know who I am. Finally I know who I am.
That was pretty cool. Happily ever after. Maybe this is the place for me.
And so, the challenge before us, ladies and gentlemen, is threefold. First, we must locate and develop new petroleum resources, preferably here at home. We must then simply locate other energy sources, such as nuclear, solar, water, and wind. Finally, we must make more better use of our energy in general. Rest assured that Energy Unlimited is at the forefront in all three areas, helping to keep Canada more vibrant and competitive in our global economy. Thank you for listening.
Can we have your autograph?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you know, Mr. Foxtrot, you're my hero.
Means a lot.
Thank you.
Can you sign mine too?
Yeah.
I look up to this guy.
Here you go.
Can we have your picture too?
Can you please take our picture?
Yeah, sure. All right. 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Foxtrot.
I'm
Nice
your
shirts.
biggest fan.
I'm his biggest fan.
This guy think he is. That was quite a speech you gave there, Miss Foxtrot. But if Energy Unlimited is really trying to help Canada so much, why are you out searching for jobs overseas? What about the poor in Canada?
I care about Canada's poor, but the problem is our government makes it way too difficult for us to do much hiring here. They keep increasing the minimum wage, and they're forcing myriad regulations and health insurance on us, which adds to the cost of living and raises consumer prices.
Health insurance is a sacred right of every Canadian, not just a privilege for the wealthy.
Universal health coverage just makes everyone equally unhealthy and bankrupt.
How can you say that? All you do is put higher taxes on the rich because they have too much money anyways.
Well, the people you call rich are the ones who make this economy go. They provide the jobs,
Which they outsource to sweatshops in Lower Bermuda.
which makes the people of Bermuda less likely to come here legally. You know, the real problem is that our kids aren't learning anything in our government schools except maybe
Maybe to what?
I'd better not say.
That is pure censorship. Whatever happened to the freedom of speech?
Well, look who's talking about censorship and freedom of speech. It's you liberals who are always trying to get Republicans off the air.
You are so mean-spirited and self-righteous.
And you're so incredibly mindless. I've never heard any more illogical gibberish. All that out here with you with a shovel to do some sense with you.
Against people? No! I always act the stage right.
And I always like the stage left.
Still think you're totally insensitive, mean-spirited.
Yeah, I didn't know you knew how to think.
Wow. That was something else. That was a mess.
I love my book of meditation.
What do you... what's that?
What?
What are you doing? Are you still reading that nonsense? What's gotten into you lately?
Cold. Anyways, what time is it right now?
It's just a little after 9. I'm sorry, there's just so much work to do.
I'm sorry about your cold zucchini and eggplant bowl. You're gonna have to eat by yourself now.
Zucchini and... What happened to a wife that used to make me meatloaf?
Yeah, well, what happened to the husband that came home?
I used to think that life would be perfect, that life would be perfect. Then she came along and tricked me.
I thought he loved me.
I thought she loved me, but she never keeps her word. And who can describe it? It's like this feeling of emptiness in my soul. And who can understand? I don't even know who I am.
He never tries to listen, he never understands. He's always thinking of his money, never of the land.
She's never really grateful, she's never on my side. I work the night and day still, she's never satisfied. She's never really grateful, she's never on my side. I work the night and day still, she's never satisfied. She's never really grateful, she's never on my side. I work the night and day still, she's never satisfied.
I thought he loved me.
I thought she loved me, but she never keeps her word. And who can describe it? It's like this feeling of emptiness in my soul. And who can understand? I don't even know who I am. I don't even know who I am.
I just don't get it. I gave her this beautiful home to live in, nice cars, fancy furs. You'd think she'd be grateful, but no. Last week, I saw her toss all her furs into a supermarket dumpster. Now she won't fix my dinner.
Actually, she did fix your dinner. You just didn't get home in time to eat it.
Well, what's there to come home to? She won't even cook what I like anymore. She has no idea of the pressure I'm at under work or of the creditors I have to keep ahead of.
I hope things work out for the two of you.
Yeah, I do too. I'm gonna go try to smooth things over. Honey! Honey!
Hello?
Oh, hi.
What are you doing?
The whole point is not to think about what you're doing and just go with the flow.
Go with the flow. You can't just spend all your time going with the flow. You have responsibilities.
You're right. I have the responsibility to save the earth from exploitation by materialists and capitalists that just don't seem to understand the rhythms of nature.
The rhythms of nature?
Why, yes, the interdependency of all living things in conjunction with the inanimate, the circle of life.
What about your husband?
Oh, that guy, he is lost in corporate cupidity. He knows nothing about the rhythms of nature. You take and give back, take and give back, take
Wait,
and
wait.
give back.
Hold on. When did all of this start up?
Oh, well, you see, it all started when I realized that I was a fur trader in my previous life. And now I am doing my penance as the wife of a capitalist. But maybe, just maybe, if I vibe in close enough this time, I shall return as a whale in my next life.
A whale? I'm trying to figure out what I should be as a human.
Oh, that's easy. All the answers are within. Look within.
Within?
Within. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. And then go with the flow.
What? So, have things gotten smooth over?
More like crushed flat. Look.
Divorce? Why?
She claims I'm too materialistic. Then how come she demands the house, the cars, the boat, the horses, the jewelry, and all the money? She did say I can keep the payments, but hey, I have to live off something too. If it's a fight she wants, it's a fight she'll get.
I hope things work out for you.
Guess I need to find a lawyer.
Good luck, Mr. Foxtrot. Here I am, searching for life, finding nothing but death. Nobody here seems to know why.
Well, Seeker, it looks like you've had a really hard time.
It started off so well, and then everything came apart. I'm beginning to wonder if I'll ever find a life worth living.
You know, Seeker, if you embrace despair, you'll feel better. Temporarily, though. I think you would want something more than that.
Seems like everyone is searching for something adventure, satisfaction, or wealth. The problem is that most people are still searching, even after they found what they thought they sought. Give me life, give me hope, give me something that satisfies my soul. Give me peace, give me meaning, give me love, give me life.
Everyone comes in here looking for life, yet so many leave unsatisfied. They might leave here with wealth and fame, but they walk as if they're empty-handed. You must know what your soul yearns for. You must find what satisfies your soul. In all my years, I've only seen few who find true life.
Give me
You
life.
must know what
give
your
me
soul yearns for. You must find
something
what
that
satisfies
satisfies
your
my
soul. In all my years, I've only seen few who find true life.
Give me love and give me life.
You know, Seeker, you still haven't tried Narrow Way.
I don't know. The price is just too high.
Well, how much do you think you're worth?
I'm not sure if I could stay with it. I can try, but then fail.
Indeed, you might, but all success is achieved at the risk of failure. I've seen people go this way before that appeared weaker than yourself, and they made it.
Well, there's nothing satisfactory for me at Broadway or at Striveway. I guess I don't have any other options.
So does that mean you're going for it?
Only as an observer for now. I have to see how others do it first.
Very well, Seeker. Good luck to you.
That woman is a dangerous threat to society. We gotta stop her before she undermines everything about our culture.
I'll say she has to be silenced. Yesterday, she deprived 2 of my clients of their right to choose.
Oh yeah, she told me that my religion was false and that I should return to married slavery.
It wasn't that bad.
It was so much worse.
Well, she told me that my lifestyle would send me straight to hell. Like, what is that? That is pure hate speech. One way or another, we gotta stop her. Any ideas?
What about digging up a dirty little secret of her past and then using it against her?
Like, that would ever work. Haven't you heard?
Could.
She freely admitted to her past before. It makes all her words all the more persuasive.
What if we put some kind of temptation in her path that she can't possibly resist, and then we'll blast it in the headlines when she falls?
That's a good idea.
No, that's impossible. That woman is surrounded by a strong network of like-minded individuals. We'd have trouble penetrating that wall.
We could make it more subtle. Get her to compromise, bit by bit over time. Then eventually, she'll have no other choice but to realize that she's not any different from the rest of us.
Nah, that takes too long. I need something that works faster.
What if she fell off a cliff?
Where'd he come from?
First of all, where did you even come from? Second of all, that was the dumbest idea by far today.
That was pure hate
Push her off a cliff? Seriously?
speech.
That's way too messy. What I need is something as effective but not as risky. Come on, guys, think of a plan now.
What if, I got a really good idea here. What if we got laws passed against guilt-tripping, judgmental hate speeches? We could start on a divide and increase the severity from there.
Yeah.
That would work, but we just don't have enough public opinion on our side.
Ugh.
We first need to condition those idiot masses away from narrow-minded dogma.
I got it.
Not again.
Beer and circuses. That's what the people want.
Beer and circuses, huh?
That's what I want anyways.
We give them more beer
Yes.
and circuses. Wait, but
Yes.
how? The media!
I got
How
it.
about
The media.
we put her on the Dregs Donut Truth show?
Wait. What is the Dregs Donut Truth show?
I don't know. I haven't invented it yet.
Oh,
But it'll be along the lines of Canada's modern day circus, the afternoon television talk show. Supposing we were to entice her onto my show with kind words like, "Here's a wonderful opportunity to get your message out." We let her say a few words and then
And then we get twisted around and humiliated. We can get the crown to it too. We can get them sway public laws, get passed laws against lunatics like her.
bingo.
All right,
Bingo.
the Dregs Don't Know Truth show it is. I'll put the financial package together.
No doubt it's a hefty profit committee too.
You want to get rid of her because she's costing you money. I want to make money getting rid of her. What's the difference?
What's the difference?
Excuse me. I provide an important service to women that helps sustain the ecological balance. What do you do?
Yeah. And your ocean polluting, ozone thinning, global warming, labor exploiting, greed driven, profit obsession is destroying our planet.
Beer!
I'm actually quite fond of this planet. What planet are you people from?
See, this is why I can't stay married to you. You are such a materialist. You just want money. You don't even think about the land. I just want to be a whale in my next life. Look at this guy. Why are you even here? Who invited you? We didn't even want you here.
That's enough.
Be quiet!
We may not
Thank
agree
you.
on a lot of things, but we can all agree that our greatest threat is that woman. Well, it seems like we have another problem on our hands, and we have to come together to make it right.
Though we don't have much in common and don't really get along, I'm sure we'll all agree that she must go.
Whoa, welcome to the real world, little Miss Perfect. You think that you're so special, but really you're not. And when push comes to shove, you'll see you're just like us.
She tried to tell Scott Free that he is really just a slave. She's got a lot to learn.
Mark this day down on your calendar. For once, I think you're right. She can't see what's good for her. It's good for me.
I'll say that she's judgmental and intolerant, it's true. But she has no right to say what choice we make.
Choice we make, welcome to the real world, little Miss Perfect. You think that you're so special, but really you're not. And when push comes to shove, you'll see. Welcome to the real world, little Miss Perfect. You think that you're so special, but really you're not. And when push comes to shove, you'll see. You're just like us! Right, guys, time to get to work.
Alright, guys. It's time to get to work.
You're not even gonna work.
Oh, so
Nice
hard.
one.
What are you talking about?
Excuse me, Mr. Foxtrot? I have a question. What is it about this woman that you're talking about? What makes her so dangerous?
Well, she's a psychological rebel. Guilt is a very destructive emotion.
And you don't feel guilty about what you're going to do to her?
Well, you can't have people like that running around upsetting everyone. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got work to do.
Ladies, gentlemen, and those of alternative orientation, it's time for the Dregs Don't Know Truth Show, where we uncover a new fraud every day. Dregs is the name, exposure is the game. And now, here's your host, the personification of progress, the patron of pluralism, the epitome of success, Mr. Dregs Don't Know Truth.
Let's go! Thank you for coming. Is that my biggest fan? Yeah! Thanks for coming, let's go! Yes! Give it up for your host of the most, Dregs Don't Know Truth, me? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whatever that is, professes to be good and spreads a message of hate in the name of love? The answer? A so-called born-again Christian, our fraud of the day. To properly expose this fraud, we've assembled a non-biased panel of 4 distinguished guests. First, let me introduce to you a man who's done it all and he's proud of it. Please welcome Mr. Scott Free! Woo!
Boom! I got you, Drake. What's up?
And now, a tireless champion of women's rights everywhere. Please give it up for Dr. Olga Fallacious!
Fallacious! Yes! Yes!
He strove for the good life and he made it big.
So
please welcome our success story of the year, Mr. Harrison Foxtrot! And finally, a woman who sees beyond the physical world into the mysteries of the cosmic. A woman of powerful insight, Miss Green Tree! Green Tree!
Oh, no. There must be some kind of mistake here. I can't sit beside this guy. One of you guys are gonna have to move. And it's gonna have to be you!
So mature. So mature. What do you...
Well, maybe you should eat some makeup so you can be pretty on the inside.
You know, I would slap you, but that would be animal abuse.
Ho-ho!
Guys,
are you done? Come on.
Please continue the show here.
Come on. Hi.
Thank you. And now, for our fraud of the day, the so-called born-again Christian.
Run away? What are you doing here? I thought I'd never see you again.
I didn't think I'd ever see you again, Seeker, but I've been reborn.
Reborn? Are you serious?
Yeah, right.
Let me get this straight.
Impossible.
You say you've been born again, whatever that is, but we know you.
We know you.
And today, we're going to prove that you're no better than any of us.
Nope. None of us.
Let's start off with your ridiculous claim on absolute truth.
Ridiculous.
How can you possibly claim exclusive rights to the truth when we know there's so many truths out there?
So many.
Well, first of all, it's not my truth. There is a God in heaven above who hates sin and loves righteousness. He's the source of all truth.
Hold on. Panel, what do you think about that statement?
Well, I just got one thing to say to that. I don't understand why in the 21st century you're still referring to God, the Creator, as a He.
Also, sin, righteousness, what are you even talking about? I don't know what those are. Come on.
I never got any heavenly help. My success came entirely on my own.
Entirely.
Next thing you'll know, she'll be spouting off those outdated 10 Commandments.
Oh, but I have come up with more progressive 10 pillars of enlightenment.
Why don't you read them to us, Miss Greentree?
I would love to. In fact, I happen to keep some back here, somewhere.
Nice.
Really, somewhere.
You forgot it again. So unprofessional.
I know.
Honestly, like.
Oh, would you look at that? It's like a treasure hunt. Here, wow.
Am I the only one mature on the show? Like, come on.
Get your act together.
Sorry. Fallacious. Stop being so fallacious. All right, here we go. 10 pillars of enlightenment. Number 1, you are the final arbiter of your own personal truth. Number 2, all matter is the God force and is to be worshipped accordingly. Number 3, faith in a personal creator God is quite vain. Number 4, remember Earth Day and revere it as always. Number 5, question parental authority. They have no right to impose their beliefs upon you.
Number 6. Survival of the fittest is the universal law of nature. Number 7. All forms of sexual expression are created very, 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 very equal. Number 8. You are entitled to whatever you need and whatever you want from those who have way too much. Harrison. Ooh, feel a burn. And number 9. The greatest gains fall to those cleverest of speech. And lastly, number 10. Self-realization above all. Pleasure is your greatest end. Thank you.
Bravo, Miss Greentree.
So good.
Another progressive step to our upward evolutionary development. I suppose you don't think much of that, do you, Miss Runaway?
God's laws are not subject to the whims of men.
Who cares what men think? Those words were written purely by women, and you have no right to come here and promote your goody two-shoes gospel.
I thought I was invited here to express my beliefs.
Well, that's all for tonight, folks. I think we've proven beyond a doubt the danger this woman and her controversial beliefs pose to our society. In closing, life is short. Pet a dog, treat in your SUV. Thanks for watching the Dregs Donut Truth Show.
Thank you. See you tonight, next night,
Pleasure working with
next
you.
week.
Me too. Oh, Harrison.
You bring this poor young girl onto your show with your pretentious kindness, and then you blast her from all sides, giving her no chance to respond? You know what? The only fraud you've exposed here today is your own smug intolerance. Now give this girl a chance to speak.
Very well, we're always fair around here. Go for it, Runaway. Humor us with your notions of morality.
Well, I didn't come here to tell you all how to live your lives. All I know is that I was so lost in sorrow and guilt that I no longer wanted a chance to live. But one day a rescue mission lady saw me curled up on a park bench. She spoke kind words to me and then even invited me to her home for a meal and a shower. Gave me even clean clothes. It was the first time since anybody's been kind to me after I ran away, without wanting anything in return. Well, maybe except for the man seated right there. The rescue mission lady listened to me while I told her everything that I've done in my life. And then she told me how all my sins could be forgiven through the cross of Jesus Christ. It was like a light came on in my soul. And there was born in me that day something I had long since discarded. It's called hope. I believe in Jesus Christ. And as the showers made me clean on the outside, so he made me clean on the inside. I started out on a path to life that swept me away. I thought that I had the strength to stand and hold my ground, but I slipped and found when I was weak, you were strong. You grabbed my hand, I'm holding on, and looking in your eyes, I see that conceal all these scars. And I've tried so hard, but you touched my heart and healed my pain and filled my soul with love again. And looking in your eyes, I see that I am beautiful. I've been made beautiful. I've been set free. I've been made whole. I've been reborn. I'm beautiful. I've been made beautiful. And by His grace, I'll carry on. For I have been made new. And no matter how I stray in this life, you're always waiting for me to come home. And no matter where I fall, you are there, holding your hand out, picking me up. You call me beautiful. I've been made beautiful. I've been set free. I've been made whole. I've been reborn. I'm beautiful. I've been made beautiful. And by His grace, I'll carry on. For I have been made new. Beautiful, I've been made beautiful, and by His grace I'll carry on, for I have been made new.
And I'm eternally grateful to Him for taking away my sins and making me a new person. I've done terrible things in my life, but all of that are buried with Christ in the tomb. And as He rose from the dead, now my life is risen again with Him.
Young girl, is there any hope for someone like me?
Not only for you, but for everyone in this room.
Woo! I have never heard such a hate-filled message in all my life. I was born okay the first time, and you have no monopoly on the truth. I'm sorry, just...
Well, that was a pretty cool song you did there. I don't know how you did that little beautiful, baby, beautiful. But besides the song chorus, that was great. Everything you said, every word that you've spoken, just gets in my way. Scott-free always does what he wants. Whoa, whoa, oh, whoa, oh.
The fool. I told him to use sterilized containers. This is all your fault. You helped end the safe poison drinking program in our city, and now many more will die, and you are the murderer. Well, this is war, and you have no idea what you're up against. Move.
As for I am simply happy that you have found a way to salvation. You know, all paths are true to those who are truly, truly sincere. And I hope that this path of yours takes you to future incarnations and further enlightenment.
I may look successful on the outside, but deep down, I'm a mess.
I may not agree with all the things you say, but I do admire your sincerity. And whatever else it might be, you're not a fraud.
I'm a forgiven fraud. Would you two like to give your lives over to Jesus Christ? Seeker, have you finally found the life you're looking for?
Not yet.
Well, would you like to come with us?
Not yet.
Well, Seeker, have you finally found the life that you were looking for? Do you know now where you're going to buy?
No. Not yet.
It's okay. Don't worry. Sooner or later, everyone buys from the Lifestyle Shop.
Choices. It's one of those things in life you just can't avoid. It happens every day of our life. You wake up in the morning, you ask yourself, what do I wear? What do I eat? Do I take a shower? Do I brush my teeth? What do I do? I suppose choices are made different by each person. You will make choices in life that I'll never have to make, and I'll have choices to make that you won't. Adults have decisions they have to make that kids won't have to, yet kids have small decisions they make that parents don't have to make. The Bible says in Matthew chapter 7 and verse 13, "Enter ye in at the strait gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because strait is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it." In our metaphor tonight, we have 3 life decisions that every person can choose to make. We have the broad way, which is a little more on the flashy side. Broadway represents the carefree lifestyle or the scot-free lifestyle. A lifestyle that says, you can't tell me what to do. I want to live my life the way I want to live my life. If I want to love myself, I'm going to love myself. If I'm going to do things that is going to harm my body, you know what? If it makes me feel good, I'm going to do it anyway. That's the Broadway lifestyle. Many people choose this. And according to the Bible, most people choose this way. A lifestyle that allows them to live life any way they want. There's a saying going on, and most of us have heard it, YOLO. You only live once. Who cares what happens anyway? Let's just go ahead and live my life and do whatever I need to do because it's my life to live and you can't tell me how to live it. That's Broadway. They could care less about politics, about religion, sometimes even try to get around working. Oh, don't get me wrong, they want a nice job that pays a bunch of money, but they're not willing to do anything to get it. That's the Broadway. It looks appealing. Man, when you walk up on the stage, this is kind of what draws your attention, the lights and the flashing and the red. That's what we want on the outside. And at first glance, Broadway is the way to go. But as Seeker found out, that Broadway wasn't exactly what his heart was looking for. And then we have Striveway. Striveway, not nearly as flashy, not even nearly as big as the Broadway is. It's a little more mediocre, a little more on the classy side. Striveway represents the careful lifestyle. People who realize the stupidity possibly in something like this. They realize, you know what? When I was young, it was fun to live my life and do whatever I wanted to do, but I'm older now. I realize that that's not exactly the right way. Striveway represents those people who are careful in life. They work hard. They try their best. When they're in high school, they try to do good in their grades, and they aim for a higher goal. They aim for education. They try to make their way in the world. They may not always be very wealthy and famous, but they work hard. People on the outside will look at somebody who chose the Striveway lifestyle and say, that's a good person. Those are good people right there. They work hard. They're family-oriented, oftentimes considered to be good people. Oftentimes they're religious. They realize that there are other religions out there, and they may even have one of their own. And they realize that there may be a God out there, or there is a God. Even at times they're political, concerned with the leadership of this country. They vote, they keep up with the news, and they want to make sure that when their life is over, that they leave behind a better generation. They want to make sure that their country hopefully is a little bit better because they lived through it. You would look at them and say, that's a good person. And at first, Seeker looked and said, wow, maybe this is for me. And though he exaggerated a bit on the stage just for humor's sake and whatnot, but he soon found out that even Striveway, it looked good on the outside, but rich Mr. Foxtrot on the inside, he was a mess. He had a family, and he didn't have one for very long, I suppose, and not everybody goes through all the things he went through. Some people could retain their marriage and make it through life, but on the inside, he was missing something. On the inside, Striveway wasn't what he wanted. Perhaps you heard the story of a young teenage boy walked up to a man that he looked up to and went up to him and said, "Sir, I admire you. I want to be just like you someday. Tell me, sir, how do I become like you?" Well, the gentleman looked down at the young teenager, and he said something he wasn't expecting. He looked at him and said, "Well, tell me, young man, what do you want to be when you grow up?" And he looked around and thought, well, I don't know. I like food. I like cooking. I think I want to go into culinary arts. I want to be a chef. I have creativity, and I like to make things up, and I think that's what I want to do with my life. The gentleman said, "Well, that's great. You have a goal in mind. That's what you need. You have a goal that you're striving for, and that's good. But tell me, what are you going to do after you graduate from high school? What's your first step?" "Well, after I graduate, I'm going to enroll in college. I'm going to enroll in culinary arts. That's what I'm going to do." "Well, that's fantastic, young man. What are you going to do after you enroll in that?" "Well, after I enroll, hopefully I can go into class and I can graduate. And after I graduate, hopefully I can get into some kind of a apprenticeship, somewhere where I could maybe work underneath a higher up chef, and maybe someday I could progress." The gentleman looked at the young man and said, "Well, that's fantastic. Tell me, what are you going to do after that?" Well, he looked back up and said, "Oh, man, after that, hopefully I could maybe become a chef of my own. Maybe I'll just move up in the corporate ladder. Maybe I'll get to start a business on my own. Maybe I'll get to go on the food channel. I don't know. Hopefully by that time I could establish a career for my life." The gentleman said, "Wow, very ambitious. I like that in a young man. That's good. I like to hear that. Tell me, after you've gone up in the corporate ladder and you're where you need to be, what are you going to do next?" The young man said, "Oh, man, maybe by that time I can settle down. I could find the girl of my dreams. And we could marry, and we could grow up and live together, and we could even have a couple kids. I could settle down." The gentleman looked at him and said, "I like where this is going. That's good. I see that you're a family-oriented young man. You must have a good family yourself. Tell me, young man, what are you going to do after that?" And he looked back up and said, "After that, I guess hopefully I could stay healthy, and I could keep exercising. I could watch my kids grow up, maybe even get to see my grandkids someday, and I could settle down and kind of relax through life." And looked back at him and said, "Well, that's great, young man. That's good. What are you going to do after that?" He looked up at him, kind of annoyed now at where this is going. He thought to himself, "Well, after that, I suppose my wife and I will retire. We'll travel the world with the money we've saved, and we could go do things we couldn't do before with children, and we can just be husband and wife and just live old together." Looked at him and said, "That's great, young man. What are you going to do next?" Looked up and said, I guess we'll grow old and we'll die." One more time, he looked at him and said, "What then?" And that's the problem with Striveway. They have great goals and ambitions here in this life, but they forget about the afterlife. They forget about life after death. The Bible says that there is life. They call it the second death. We have Broadway, which is flashy. Striveway, a little more on the classy side. It's the careful lifestyle. A respectable person, somebody who tries to better themselves in their society, but all they end up with in life is more questions. They think they're doing okay and they think life is fine, but just deep down they're missing something. And the real answers are actually found in Narrowway. Now, if I could redo this set a different way and make it more realistic, I would switch this around. I would put Narrowway big and flashy. I would make Narrowway the most attractive looking thing because in reality, it is. Because Broadway represents the carefree lifestyle. Striveway represents the careful lifestyle, but the Narrowway represents the Christ-like lifestyle. A life lived through Jesus Christ. So if I were to do the stage correctly, a life lived through Jesus Christ is the best life one can live. When you look at these three, your eye may at first go to here. Why? Because Broadway produces instant pleasure. That's what we humans want. We want pleasure and we want it now. That's why technology is advancing so fast and people are buying the latest stuff. Price doesn't matter. I'll go into debt as long as I get the newest this and the newest that. Why? Because we want pleasure and we want it fast. And if you want that lifestyle, Broadway is the one for you. You can get it instantly. You can satisfy all your desires. You can love yourself. You could drink all you want. You could eat anything you want. You can be that kind of person and you can live life for yourself. But scot-free didn't last very long. Living that kind of lifestyle is oftentimes what most young people decide to do. I mean, this looks great. No, I'll do this one later. This one, well, we'll see. But right now, I'm going to live life for now. And this is what they choose. But sometimes we get older and we mature and we realize, okay, well, that was a mistake. Now they start to strive through life on their own. Working hard, we respect them, but they're doing it in their own power and in their own strength. Broadway could care less about eternity. Striveway strives towards it, but will always fail. Narrowway offers life eternal through Jesus Christ. The Bible says in John chapter 14 and verse 6, "For I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father, but by me." There may be temporary happiness in Broadway. There may be even a little bit longer of happiness down through Striveway, but in the long run, the only true happiness in life is found through Jesus Christ. He is the one. He is the one that saves us. He is the one that can give us that joy. A relationship through Jesus Christ, through that book right there, the Holy Bible. That is where true life is found. Maybe you're sitting here tonight and maybe we have all three in this room. Maybe we wish we could have been seeker growing up. We could have window shopped through each life just to check it out, to see how it was. But the thing is, most of us have. Most of us have lived life around people who've experienced a lifestyle where they could just do all they want, and you've watched somebody just give their life over to possibly drugs and to alcohol, and they watched them just consume their life with the now, and you watched it destroy them. Many of us have seen people. Maybe they're living in it right now. Oh, on the outside, it looks like what could go wrong? But something will. And we all have seen people who are living through Striveway. Maybe we're living through it right now. Some people who you would look at them, they're working hard, but on the inside, they're a mess. Oh, they don't want you to know about that. Oh, they may have wealth and money. They may have a suit and tie. They may have all the riches in the world, but on the inside, they're so empty. And maybe you've met people. I was fortunate. When I was 10 years old, I was born and raised in a home that was already headed down the narrow way, headed towards a life full of Jesus Christ. When I was 10 years old, I accepted the Lord as my personal Savior. I gave my life to Him. I said, Lord, I'm so sorry for my sins. I'm only 10. I haven't done a lot wrong. But what little sins I have done, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, Lord. Come into my life and help me live a life that's pleasing to you. When I was 10, I gave my life to the Lord, and I chose the narrow way. But I haven't always been perfect. And no, I haven't done things that many other people have. But when I got older, I saw some friends that seemed like they were having so much fun down Broadway. And I thought to myself, man, this isn't all as fun as I thought it was. I mean, it looks, it's great. I'm living in it. But, man, my friends seem like they're having so much fun over here. And guess what? They pulled me in for a while. Luckily, it wasn't very long. But I was able to live my life a little bit in here, and I drew myself in, but I quickly realized, I don't know what I'm doing here. I see why my parents have wisdom, and they chose this way. And I have most of my family, my relatives and distant relatives, most of them are headed down this driveway. They're good people. They make lots of money. They're wealthy. They love their families, and they love me, and they love this world and everything else. But on the inside, they're missing something that can only be found in the narrow way. So tonight, the choice is yours. Whether you're young or you're old, it's never too late to change your decision. Perhaps you've been living down this lifestyle for a while, and you know where the right way is. You have a choice tonight to change. Perhaps tonight you're older and you're set in your ways, and you feel like, well, I may fit right here in this driveway category. It's not too late for you to change and choose Jesus Christ. Maybe you're young and you haven't chosen yet. You're like Seeker. He saw all three and he still doesn't know what to do. In his heart, he feels like this may be the one, but this one's so flashy and this one seems promising. And you're on the fence and you don't know what decision to make. You have that decision tonight. You have that choice. And I urge you, don't even try it. It's not worth it. We were a little sarcastic in our humor and whatnot. We tried not to make too light of it, but this is not where you want to be. And this one here looks appealing at first. It's got career written all over it and possibly fame in the future. But a life without Christ will always end in emptiness. And this one right here may look simple and plain. And it may look like no fun is involved, but I'm telling you, once you live a life of Christ, you can still have fun. Your fun may not involve drugs and alcohol, but that just betters yourself. You find joy in serving Christ. You find joy in the small things in life. You find joy, and just because you choose this road doesn't mean you can't have money. It doesn't mean you can't have fun. But you gotta, it costs everything up front. It costs 100% commitment with Christ. And it may be a difficult decision to take that first step, but the closer you get to Christ, the easier life is. You have that choice to make tonight. In just a few minutes, I'm going to call the cast back out here, and we're going to get to celebrate and clap for them one last time. But before I do that, I just want to pray. And during my prayer, I'm just going to ask one question, and then we'll be done. And in my prayer, I'm going to ask this question: if there's anybody in this room tonight who may be down one of these two roads and they're considering the narrow way. Or maybe you're young and you haven't even decided yet which one you want to choose, and you're considering the narrow way. You're considering a life with Christ, and you would like that life. I'm going to ask you if there's anybody in this room who would like me to pray for them. And I won't call you out. If you just want to slip your hand quietly up, I just want to pray for you that you will decide to make a life towards the narrow way. Lord, thank you so much for this day. Thank you so much for our teens and the hard work that they put into it, even our young adults who helped. And Lord, it's such a privilege and blessing to be here and to serve you. But Lord, tonight, the question is being made: what decision will we make in life? Will we choose the broad and flashy? Will we choose the classy driveway? Or will we choose the narrow life, but the most successful life through Jesus Christ? And if I could just ask this question: if there's anybody in this room tonight who would say, Pastor Tim, I'm not sure, but I want you to pray for me as I consider going down the narrow way path, a life towards Jesus Christ. And if there's anybody in this room tonight who just want me to pray for them, that they would help make the right decision in life, or even choose to change their direction, if you would just slip your hand up just a little bit, just so I can see. And I'm just going to pray for you. Thank you very much. If anybody else? Someone tonight who would say, you know, I admit it's fun down Broadway and Striveway seems attractive, but I think the narrow way might be the way to go. Anybody else? Lord, thank you so much for this day. Thank you so much for loving us and for being with us and for all the hard work that was put in tonight. I pray that you would bless this time, bless even the dessert that's about to come. Thank you, Lord, for this day. We pray in your name. Amen.